Hello everybody, this is Skarest coming back to bring you an exciting episode on Skarest on Gaming. Sorry about missing over most of last week there, folks. Had some various family emergencies going on, ended up having to take some time to dedicate to that, but we are back and we will be blazing through this week, and we're going to start off with catching up a bit with some gaming news. First, we want to make a jump back to an old story. If you remember, I was telling you a couple weeks ago about the one and only complete in-box Air Raid ever found. That's cartridge, box, and before that time, the not thought to actually exist or not known to exist manual to the game. Well, the auction of that did end, and it ended up going for a grand high total of $33,433.30. So while it did go for more than the one without the manual, didn't go for as much as I honestly was expecting. I was thinking this thing could easily break 45, maybe even get up to 50. I think it may have been a little bit too close on the shoulders of the last one. Didn't give enough time for people to re-get that kind of money and things of that nature. I think if it held on to it for a little bit, it may have done better. But then again, also, if you held on to it for a bit, may have done a bit worse due to the fact that there wasn't that excitement and knowledge of it out there. I don't know. I mean, you definitely don't want to sit there and claim you have the one and only of something, sit on it for, 6 months to a year, and then all of a sudden someone else pops up with, hey, I've got a copy too. That kills your value, obviously. So just wanted to give you that update. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the new things here. Valve has announced that they are currently working on a Source 2 engine. Apparently, Gabe Newell, who is the CEO and founder of Valve, and in my ever so humble opinion, one actually really awesome guy, they are working on the successor to their very long-running Source engine, Source 2. Now, this is not intended to be an extension of the current Source technology. It is meant to be a brand new, entirely built engine. So that should be really, really fun. What they're looking for is they've been waiting for just the right game to roll out with it. They haven't told us what it is. Now, what they have confirmed is that there was a rumor for a project called SOB, which, according to Gabe, stood for Stars of Blood. It was a space pirates game, which I would have loved. I love pirate games. Throw them into space. You've got my heart and attention. However, he said that never saw the light of day, and so that does not look like that will be coming out. He did make some jokes and things of that nature referencing Ricochet 2, which is actually a long-standing joke with Gabe, actually referring to Half-Life 3 or Half-Life 2 Episode 3, whatever weirdness they actually want to come up and call it at that given time. So that might be what they're working on. Don't know. They don't have a tendency to ever make a 3, so I'm sure that's just a long-standing joke with Valve. I'm sure that once the Source Engine 2 comes out, there'll be plenty of, oh, this is the last Source Engine will ever be made, because we all know they won't make a Source Engine 3. Just a long-standing joke, but it is actually good. They're going to go ahead and get their next-gen Source 2 engine up. Should definitely go ahead and be able to allow them to do some much more fun and exciting things, and maybe give them the drive to do some of those long-wanted things like Half-Life 3 that people have been calling for. Next up on the block, Microsoft is, or not actually Microsoft, but it is for the 360. Minecraft will be receiving another patch already. They haven't announced a date yet for this particular one, but they had just received a pretty big batch, adding new modes to the game and fixing various issues. There's a good chunk of things being fixed. I'm not going to go ahead and read them because there's a pretty decent sized list. I will link to it though, but there will be some changes and additions. I'll go ahead and read what those are right now. They've added an option to clear the quick select bar for creative interface. They're adding an option to enable or disable bedrock fog, and it is set to off by default. They'll also be adding an option to toggle the HUD off and on. They'll be adding an option to turn the player hand off and on. They'll be adding a recipe now for golden apples, for pumpkin seeds, making cakes stackable, and adding a how-to play page for host and player options. So they're taking it pretty seriously. Now, Microsoft has come out and said that Minecraft is the top-selling Xbox Live arcade game of all time, which, figuring how long Xbox Live has been around and how short Minecraft has been on Xbox Live, that's pretty dang amazing at that point in time. I like Minecraft okay. I've never gotten huge into it. I don't care for the creative side of it that much. That's not my style. I think what I really need to get into it is find someone that I can enjoy playing the game with and doing some adventure maps, two-person style, kind of like you can sit there and say like the Yogscast guys do. I think part of the reason they enjoy the game so much is because they play it with each other and they enjoy playing games together. So I need to find someone that I can play Minecraft with, and that might make me like it a bit more. I don't have a big interest in playing it on the 360 though. I'd rather just play it on the PC. Just my preference at that point in time. Bounce it around, we're going to look at Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which was released, I believe, today, actually. I personally, not going to pick it up. I'll play it once in a while. My nephews, I know, will get it, and they'll want me to play with them, and so I'll play with them on their TV and play it on their 360. I just don't have as big of an interest into it. However, they have come out and announced their security and enforcement policy, in which they will consist of pretty much two main things. It's either going to be temporary bans that can range anywhere from 48 hours to 2 weeks, depending on the severity of the infraction. And of course, there will be permanent bans. You're done for, you're gone, sayonara, adios, have all that kind of fun pizzazz. Now, what they're looking at is various things. Their modding and hacking will be in there. First offense, banned. Permanent, you're gone. Stats and emblems reset. You're blocked from appearing on the leaderboards. They'll also plan on reporting you to your console manufacturer, so the 360 live team, and if you're a PC user on Steam, you'll be being reported to the Steam community enforcement. Also, unsupported peripheral devices and applications, so modded controllers, IP flooders, things of that nature. You'll be looking at, for two offenses, they have a minor offense. You will take a temporary ban from the game, and all of your stats and emblems and your leaderboard entries will be reset or deleted. So you'll be looking at losing if you happen to be on the leaderboard. They're just eliminating you. Your stats are reset. You're done for. Extreme or repeat offenses at that point in time will go to a permanent ban, still with all the deletion and all that kind of fun stuff. Boosting, anytime you happen to use anybody to help you gain more XP, prestige, game score. You know, if you guys sit there and get on a map by yourself and just start shooting each other back and forth, or anything that basically is taken away from the spirit of the game, you're looking at a temp ban with a emblem reset. Second time, you'll be looking at a temp ban, emblem reset, and we'll have online split screen privileges revoked. And then extreme, you'll be looking at getting completely blocked. Glitching will follow the same basic idea. You'll be getting temp ban with split screen privileges revoked, and then eventually permanently gone. They'll be looking at offensive behavior, which I would definitely appreciate, and I actually like one of the things they're doing in this one, because it is, in my opinion, the Xbox Live community especially is one of the worst communities on planet Earth. I'm not saying everyone is that way. Please, dear God, don't take it that way. There is a lot of great people I've played on there. However, there's a lot of combination between petulant children and stupid young adults, because I do not think the majority of the idiocy is necessarily in your 15-year-olds. I actually think it's in the mid-20s. I'm a 28-year-old man. I'm a mid-20s here, guys. So I'm not sitting there trying to insult a group that's younger than me or older than me. No, it's the age group I'm in. I think that actually ends up resulting in a great deal of the various issues and problems and all that kind of fun pizzazz. And so what they're doing with the offensive behavior, which is basically aggressiveness, offensive behavior, derogatory, racially charged language is subject to penalty. Your first offense, it's a temp ban. Your second offense will be a temp ban, and you will have your voice chat privileges in-game revoked. I don't know if that's permanently, it doesn't say in here, but you will have your voice chat killed. And then extreme and repeat offenses, at that point in time, you'll be eliminated from the game. And then the last one that they have mentioned on here that they're looking at is offensive emblems. If it's anything that's sexually gratuitous images, racially offensive material, or foul language is subject to penalty. If you manage to make a racially offensive emblem, I'm kind of nosy on what that looks like. I've never Googled that or anything like that, but I'm kind of nosy on what you can do with that. Sexually explicit, I could imagine that being doing that, but the racially one, that would be a bit interesting. I don't know what you would be doing with that, but if you are doing that, you're an idiot, and you deserve to be banned, and I have no problem with that. You're just a moron at that point in time. but there'll be a minor offense is basically more than likely your first offense. It's a temp ban from using the emblem editor, and your emblems will be reset. If it's an extreme offense, you will permanently be banned from using the emblem editor, and all your emblems will be reset to default. So you won't be losing any game time at that point in time. They'll be instead losing your emblem privileges. The only question I have with that is that if it is racially offensive or something of that nature, or foul language, that seems to me that that could also fall under the offensive behavior part of it, in which you would possibly be able to be banned depending on how they call it. So keep that in mind. And actually, there is one other thing, which is offensive live streams and unauthorized live stream content, excuse me. Basically, if you have live streams that they're using of the game that they're using, I believe they have a streaming system in the game, is why. If you're doing a live stream that is deemed offensive, so too much on the language, racially charged, that kind of stuff, sexist comments, any of that kind of fun pizzazz, you'll be banned from using the live streaming as a temp ban, eventually a permanent ban. And if they have to, they will also go ahead and report you to your live streaming service, Twitch, things of that nature, and that may end up with your account being blocked. This not only includes things like foul language, racially charged language, it also includes nudity, which I mean, I really don't want to watch a naked 18-year-old guy playing COD, really. I mean, I know there are girls out there playing it, but you have to admit, if there's a bunch of nude COD players going on out there, we're going to take a wild guess that 98% of them are going to end up being guys that are doing that, not the ladies that are doing that. But it also includes unauthorized content usage, which like unlicensed music, TV shows, movies, brands. So if you got music playing in the background that you don't have a license to, they'll go ahead and kill you on that as well. Personally, I like to see that they're taking this seriously. One of the big things that turns me off from going on Xbox Live is really the community. And I watch how that community affects people, and I watch how they change their behavior on there, and it aggravates the sin out of me. It's not fun. I don't know why anybody enjoys that kind of behavior. It's just stupid. My goal when I go onto a game, like if I do play Call of Duty, I have played Black Ops, I have played Modern Warfare 3. I play them with my brother-in-law. My little sister actually plays them. I say little sister, she's now 23 and married with a kid. I play them with my nephews. I just want to sit there and I want to shoot you and beat you. That's all I want to do. I want to win. I want to laugh at you going, ha ha ha, I killed you. I'm not looking to go on there and sit there and scream at people and scream profanities at them and call them horrible things because you killed me and all that kind of stuff. It's pointless. It's dumb. Enjoy the game. Here's my response always. If you sit there and you continue to kill me, you're just beating the crap out of me. My goal? To shoot you back. To win. That's what my goal is. Sitting there and screaming things at you and calling you all kinds of racial names or anything of that nature, you're not going to care. I don't care if you call me that. You're a big whiner at that point in time. However, I am going to care that all of a sudden, oh crap, this guy's actually gunning me down when I was beating the crap out of him before. That's going to make the difference. Play the game, get better, beat them. That's how you're going to do it. If they're doing something you find cheap and don't like, if it's a quick scoping type of situation, I know that currently goes on in the game, and a lot of people don't like it, find a way to counter it. There's always a way to counter it. Anything other than just blatant cheating, there's a way to counter it. So find it, you'll do well. Last thing we're going to discuss today is dealing with the Wii U. Apparently the Wii U will have a day one update that includes enabling a variety of different things, including the Miiverse, the TV, that's VII, and the Wii U chat. But apparently what it's also going to need it for is the fact that it does not have Wii game functionality without the update. I can understand that they, for some reason, need to do this. I don't know what that reason is. Maybe they have a reason. I don't like to assume that companies just do things for pointless reasons. My issue is they have not talked about yet a way for this update to be done without going online. There's going to be people who buy this system who just don't have a decent internet connection, don't know that they need to do that. You know, parents buying this for their 10-year-old kid, they don't know that they need to hook these things up to an internet. So I'm really wondering, how are they going to do that and make it easy for people to do? I don't know how they plan on doing it. Don't know if they plan on doing it, but I know they need to end up planning on doing that one way or another. While we do live, obviously, in America, we are a first world nation, and most of us do have internet. not necessarily everyone has a great connection. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me for today. I do thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, I ask you to like and favorite the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and just keep on watching. Once again, folks, I do thank you for watching the video. Keep on playing.